Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone. I hope that y'all are doing well. I know that tonight is kind of the calm before the storm for a lot of people, but I mainly wanted to get on here and talk to those who might be going through Thanksgiving alone this year. I know that it's a difficult season between Thanksgiving and Christmas for many people who've lost loved ones. My dad passed away a couple of years ago. His birthday was a few days before Thanksgiving. It's a difficult time of year for people. Maybe they're going through a divorce, which I've done. They're having to split the time between their ex with their children. So a long time ago, I learned not to focus on the actual calendar date, because I went through some depression when the holidays would roll around and it wasn't my turn to be with the children. So I would spend the holidays alone, Thanksgiving or Christmas. And Hazel wants to say hi to everybody. So I know what it's like to go through holidays alone. Instead of focus on the calendar, focus on the time that I am with them all the other days of the year. And that's just kind of what I wanted to say to anybody out there that might be hurting right now. If you are spending Thanksgiving alone, maybe use this time to catch up on something that you need to do or that you want to do that might help you feel better. Take care of yourself or do a kind gesture for someone else. Maybe if you have a neighbor or someone who is spending Thanksgiving alone as well, maybe y'all can get together and do a little potluck exchange. Or some people like myself, I'm kind of a loner and I enjoy the time alone because I don't get it very often. So when I do, it's precious to me. So if you are spending Thanksgiving alone, take this time to watch a movie that you want to catch up on, do a puzzle, do some crafts, do some sewing, anything that's therapeutic to you. Make Thanksgiving as elaborate or as simple as you want, whether you are going to the store and getting a banquet turkey dinner and popping that in the oven, or if you want to make something that you never have the time to make because you're busy and you work, if you want to make yourself some surf and turf, do what makes you happy. You know, don't let society set the standard for you on how you're supposed to acknowledge a certain holiday. A lot of these holidays are made up anyway by corporations to sell products. This is something that my daughter Chloe said to me, and she has a point. A lot of people become complacent around the holidays when it comes to family because that's the only time they get together, and then they don't talk for the rest of the year, or they say, oh, I haven't talked to so-and-so in a while, but that's okay. I'll see them on Thanksgiving. And then a lot of times when you get together with loved ones, especially if, let's say, somebody gets married, and then you got to consider the other side of the family and what their traditions are. So people start getting their feelings hurt. Oh, you're spending more holidays with them and you're not seeing us, or blah, blah, blah. This is just stuff that I dealt with growing up. You get the families together, they start arguing over politics, or there's hurt feelings, or you try so hard if you're the one hosting and you make this big elaborate dinner. By the time you sit down with your family, you're so pooped that you're snappy with people, or you're just too exhausted to spend any quality time with them, and it just becomes a big thing. So over the years, my side of the family and we just started deciding to keep it simple. We would cater, or we would order something to pick up, like a turkey or a ham that's already made, and then everybody would do little potluck sides, just to keep it simple. We didn't care if it was from scratch. We didn't care if it came out of a box or a can, as long as we were focusing on spending this quality time together with our family. I also, over time, as I grew and evolved as a person, just decided to cut certain family out of my life. I've always kind of felt guilty about that. And I would be like, oh, but they're family. I need to stick it out for my family. But the truth of the matter is, yeah, we don't get to pick our family, but we do get to have a say in whether or not we cut cut the ties if the relationship is toxic. That's just happened for me over the years. There's many family members that I don't spend time with, and I'm okay with that. I have kept my circle small, and the people that I want to spend time with, that's who I'm going to spend time with. And I'm not just going to focus on a specific calendar day, a specific holiday. I'm going to focus on seeing them throughout the year. So don't try to prolong toxic relationships just because somebody is family. If you've tried to make peace with them and y'all just don't see eye to eye on much, and y'all only bring stress and trauma into each other's lives when you're together, don't feel forced to spend holidays with those people. I encourage you, if you are struggling this time of year, do something for yourself or for someone else. And I would like to close with a poem. Count your blessings instead of your crosses. Count your gains instead of your losses. Count your joys instead of your woes. Count your friends instead of your foes. Count your smiles instead of your tears. Count your courage instead of your fears. Count your full years instead of your lean. Count your kind deeds instead of your mean. Count your health instead of your wealth. Count on God instead of yourself. And I just thought, I saw this on Facebook and I was like, wow, that is really, really good. I like that. It sums it up perfectly, everything that I would say. And I know it's easier to sit here and say something to someone, oh, you shouldn't feel this way, you should feel this way. But truly, if we focus on, I'm sorry, I'm trying so hard to concentrate, and Hazel's like trying to make a bed on me, or she's nesting or whatever. I know you're used to having all the attention, Hazel. I just think with everything that this world has been through since the pandemic, now we've got wars going on in other countries. There are a lot of people that are going through difficult situations now, and I just think we need to focus on the blessings that we have. It is hard this time of year on a lot of people. There's people who have families, loved ones, serving our country overseas. So there are more people that are alone than not, or some people maybe can't afford to travel to see their family that lives across the country. So if that's you, you're not in this alone, and just know that I love you, but Jesus loves you more. And I hope that y'all do have a wonderful Thanksgiving and do something kind for yourself or for someone else. Y'all take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.